It's actually, hey, we are live. I have some screen shares that we're each going to show, and we have those ready to go. I'm Alice Keeler, and I am here with.
Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Aida Isaiva. I'm an Android developer, and today I'm with Alice.
Yeah, we're hanging out. We both went on a trip this weekend. So I went to San Diego to hang out with my friend Holly Clark and scheme many, many things. And if you want to ask me how it went, it's San Diego. So what else do I need to tell you? It is the nicest place on the planet. So it was amazing to get over there, but the travel's obviously tiring. So where did you go, Aida?
I went to Niagara Falls this weekend.
So they're open.
It was open actually. Yeah, it was really cool. I didn't go to the Canada side. It was closed. It's New York side. Beautiful, beautiful state park. The waterfalls, the hiking. So a lot of active.
What sent you to Niagara Falls?
Hmm?
What sent you to Niagara Falls?
What? Sorry.
Why did you go? Why did you go? Do you have friends over there?
No. I just wanted to see the falls.
I've never been to Niagara Falls. That's cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, I'm glad that you're getting out of your house and enjoying outside. So we were going to talk about many things, and you had created, I'm going to share this, a GitHub with a simple project, and then I was going to open up an Android studio. So that was our plan. And then I went to go look for, a couple episodes ago, I installed Android Studio. I did. I remember we kind of gave up. We were going to do something, but it was taking so long to install. So we're like, oh, we'll just look at it next time. So you told me, what did you tell me?
To install?
Well, that I should open it up before the show because it takes a while to do what?
Oh, yeah. So once you download the package from the website, you have to install Android Studio.
Right.
You want to install the application. But in order to run the mobile applications, what you need to do is to download additional libraries and packages. That usually takes a very long time for Android Studio.
Right. So, friends, that is why we are not going to look at taking this nice GitHub project that Aida made for us to put into Android Studio would be because I didn't realize I had to also start a project and wait for it to just run and install. And then when the bar finishes, another bar shows up. And
Yep.
so, Aida, what are we doing? Now, this is normal. So for those of you who are thinking, I want to try out Android Studio. I'm gonna do a simple project. Don't do it when you got hey, I got to go out to dinner in 10 minutes. You got to install all of it. And you're going to explain what was happening.
Yeah. Okay, so in a nutshell, if I'm going to explain very simple, is that even though we installed Android Studio, right? It is an application for the desktop for you to build beautiful mobile apps, right? But usually it requires a lot of additional libraries to run the mobile apps, right? And then to be able to code the mobile apps, because here's you have the phone, and then the desktop, they have different libraries. So mobile phones require additional libraries. So you have to download all these libraries, and it's only possible once you open Android Studio, because Android Studio is dedicated for the mobile development. That's what it starts actually downloading from Gradle. And again, it's a dependency system, basically contains all the possible libraries for mobile development.
Okay, so that makes sense, right? Because I wanted to do, I had to create a new project. So after I installed it, I chose new project, and that's when it started installing, because I said new project, And it gave me several different project choices that I could do Android TV and watchwear, for the watches, or I could do for the phones. And you told me make one for the phones, make a blank one. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was easy. New project, choose to do an empty screen for a phone. And then that's when it just started downloading a bunch of stuff. And that's because that project I chose, this is what you're saying, that project I chose needed these libraries. Now that they're not done installing. Now that I'm working on installing them, would I have to do that again?
If you choose mobile, if you choose phone as a project, then you don't need to. But if you choose new project to be wear project or like TV project, those two projects require additional libraries. So that will take up time. The point is like to download everything to your local machine.
Okay, so we are not this week going to look at this GitHub project, but for those of you who are really excited to look at how we do GitHub to Kotlin, here is the GitHub, so you can start looking at it. It's there, down there in the comments. So you were going to show what it looks like after it's installed and we've created a new project. So if you want to switch over to your screen share.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? I'm adding that on there. So the font is like really super small, everyone, and there probably is a way to make it bigger, but we don't know how to do it. So that's what are we looking for? Once it installs, how you know it's all installed?
So one way to know is that there's usually a loader all the way on the bottom part of the Android Studio. That loader happens, and once it finishes loading everything up, the loader disappears, and then you'll see some sort of kind of notifications, I would say, here. But they don't, like, it's an optional stuff, but at least you would know that the download completed, you are good to go to start coding and running your app.
Okay.
And also, these buttons become available to you, so they get enabled, and then you should be able to see app configuration available.
Okay, so the config would not be
usually
until it installs.
Yeah, if it's indexing and downloading, it usually shows the X button next to the icon.
Okay, I got some like tips of the day, so maybe mine is installed.
Oops.
Wait, this doesn't look like yours.
If you can screen share.
Yeah, I'm going to screen share. Okay, so I'm going to remove that one. I got to stop this screen, and I got to share this. Okay, so it's showing here. I mean, you're in dark mode, but it should be the same. Like, I don't have this window down at the bottom. I don't see where I can run it, the config. I do have my project. I'm in my project.
Mm-hmm. And if you see on the bottom, everything.
Oh, here it is. Look at it. Yeah. There we go. There's the configuration. Okay, yep. So what I did, I clicked on the left side on this little tab. I clicked on where it said project, and it's toggling. And then what? The terminal?
So, yeah, that's the terminal to use. It's available. It already has access to your sample project.
Okay. Now, I've been learning to code Python, and you code Python in the terminal, but you do not code Google Apps Script in the terminal. So last week, this would have been really confusing to me, but this week, I'm like, I at least know that we code in the terminal.
Yep.
I feel like I'm making progress.
Terminal is especially very helpful for the Git system, basically. The version control, that's where it actually shines a lot, and it's really helpful to use.
Okay, so this week we encourage all of you to make sure you've actually installed Android Studio, and not just installed it, but you created a new project for your phone, and that you've waited all of the time for it to install. And so then next week we will keep going with GitHub. And I will be sure that mine is now actually installed.
Yep. Because if you guys notice, it took Alice 11 minutes. All the way on the bottom, it also says like completed successfully 11 minutes. It shows the time, how long it took.
13 minutes ago, it says.
30 minutes. There you go.
All right, so don't be discouraged, you guys. Get it all installed. It'll be fun just to say that you could. Good place to start is just getting Android Studio installed, and we will see you next week.
See you. Bye.